Are we here now? Did I fix the thing? Did we fix it? Right? Okay. Let me message everybody. Let me message everybody in the we're good? Hey, you guys can see me, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we're here. Let's get it started, huh? 'Cause she has limited time and I don't want to waste her. Get started. Here we go. Don't know. First of all, I can't even. We hear everything? Can we hear me? I'm in the call now. I started a call. Show you the Discord right now, right? Then perfect. Look at that. Come on. Come on. Come on. And just to prove that I am doing the call with who I say I'm doing. Boom. Okay. So we're just waiting because remember, she's a single mom, or I don't know if she's a mom. It's just going to take time, you know. Busy taking care of children. I understand. I don't have a kid, so I don't understand, but I understand a little bit. But the questions are hard hitting. Hey, I promise you, those my questions are not. I wouldn't say I softball anything. Yeah, I don't. uh-uh. Yeah, no, nothing. No softballs. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, just let me know now. Okay, and if it's good enough, I'll add it to. But we'll have a segment. Sorry, we'll have a segment at the end where we can talk about everything. We can talk about whatever questions you guys may have. So prepared for that. Okay, so I guess we'll just play some music while we wait. Honestly, not much else. Not much else to do. What do you guys like? What do you guys want to listen to? Hey, what's happening? We're just chilling. We're just waiting now for her. So whenever she's ready, ready. Oh wait, why is it showing? Oh, the call killed itself. Okay, she's calling. All right. All right, guys, it's showtime. It's showtime. Are we ready? Let's get it. Hello.
Hello. I am so sorry. My phone did not notify me that anyone was calling. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. No worries. No worries. All. We're just chilling here on stream.
Okay. God, I was like, wow, it's going on
Oh
quite some
no, yeah.
time. I'm like, sorry.
I had some stream difficulties. You're you're totally fine.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Oh, and I'm multitasking right now, so I'm not looking at the chat at all. But just in case, if anyone says hello, hi, hi to everyone.
Well, we'll have a segment for that later, so there's no. But let me ask you, how you doing?
I'm doing good, good as any Monday. How are you doing?
Doing good, honestly. I work too much. I'm not. Is
Yeah,
living you learn, you know.
that's true. I can't do anything other than that.
Exactly. But to start it off, let me ask you, how have things
Oh,
been
wait, one more
since?
thing. Sorry.
Oh,
One thing. If you hear like beeping, like any type of noise, I'm just, it's my background. So hopefully nothing gets too loud. But sorry if you guys hear extra noises, like baying noises. Sorry about that.
yeah, chat. So don't spam any beepings or anything like that. It's vibes. All right, it's all part of the vibes.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yes, so since the King Sly T interview, the last one, how have things been?
Um, I would say about the same. Not too much has changed as far as, oh well, one thing kind of changed, but I can't really speak on that. But eh, you know, nothing major has happened.
Well, that's good. It's always good to hear. Now, let me ask you: did you watch the documentary? And if so, what were your thoughts on it?
The documentary you made, yes, I did watch it. Um, there's a few things like I know that it was questioned or it was like brought up as like maybe Tails trying to gatekeep me. And I want to say I don't feel that way because I've actually had quite a few different conversations with different people throughout this community. Like, um, I'm not. I think it was mainly based off the whole Sallow Dawn thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I can see both. I can see where people are like, "Oh, he's trying to gatekeep," and I can also see where Tails is coming from because I don't think he was trying to like gatekeep me. I think he was literally just trying to look out for me. I feel that way. Um, but like I said, I've had plenty of conversations with different people throughout the community. Um, I've never said, "Oh, you have to go through this person to speak to me." It's never been like that ever. Um, so I just wanted to put that out there. Um, It's like one of the things I was like, I didn't, I wanted to bring up so people would um, have some understanding there. But uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I guess I kind of got the sense that there was the idea that I was maybe becoming too much of a troll or I'm being reckless or something to that extent. Um, And I'm going to be honest, I really don't think I am. Um, I'm sure you maybe have some more input on this, but I really think I'm going quite mild, to be honest. And if I'm being totally honest, I hold back a whole lot. Um, and I really try to make sure when I'm responding to things that, like, if I look back onto it, like at a later date, I can say, I can not like cringe at it. You know what I mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
really try to make sure I'm not calling people out of their names, even if they're like, insulting me or something. I try not to. I'm human, so I may get upset. You may see some like frustration in things that I comment or whatnot, but um, I really don't think I'm going that hard. But if there's another point of view that's maybe someone that you have to tell me that I'm not seeing or something. And I know this comes down to, well, my main goal in the beginning was to protect my child. And I have done that, and I am doing that. I'm continuously doing that, and will never not do that. That is my life purpose, is to make sure my child is safe as a mother. Um, but I am human, and some of the stuff is just like, I can't help but be super duper upset over it. So I do feel that I'm being mild to some extent, but some people may not see it like that, and that's okay. But I don't know. Go ahead. Do you think you can elaborate on,
on the
am I
concern.
being reckless? Do you think I'm being reckless? Do you think the community thinks I'm being reckless?
I do think the community thinks you're being reckless. I
Okay.
I think they're worried because there's been so many interactions. I guess the biggest concern was after the second Tales of Dale interview. There was a lot of times where you were just in the streams. I wouldn't say talking shit, but trolling essentially, right? And people are concerned about the kid. I'm not too sure why. I know about you when you put her name out there because the documents did leak it, but I guess it's more so just the eyes, the attention, because you're in the limelight. People are always going to be curious about you. So I think no matter what you do, it's always going to be seen as reckless. But it's the same with me. I'm out here with my face open right now. Some troll could recognize me or some detractor, and things could happen. It's just, I think it's a part of life. I just think the people that are critical maybe outweigh the people who are understanding.
Right. And there's so much support in the community, which I appreciate that 100%. And I mean that with no sarcasm, because a lot of the times when I'm responding, especially if it's a negative comment, I usually have a lot of sarcasm. But when I'm talking about appreciation, I'm being sincere. Um, so my thought on, some people are thinking I'm being too reckless when I'm in stream, but it's okay for everyone else to talk bad, but I can't.
Mm, I guess the only it's only because you are in a unique position because you are LTG's baby mama. That's not something that anyone in the community can say, and because of that position, there's just that innate fear. Because honestly, when I looked throughout all the interviews, besides your child's name being utilized a few times, and that one guy that was circulating the pictures, I don't really see anything that's been too harmful. I don't think you've leaked anything that's really invited people to do anything else. But there's always going to be that worry because there is a child involved. End of the day, there's always going to be some concern. Not that it's warranted, but it's just going to exist, honestly.
Right. Yeah. No, I know. I understand. There's always that. I mean, there's multiple opinions, and there's never going to be 100% like, oh, everyone is cool with Rose. Like, I understand that. And I don't need that per se, I should say.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be something you should
But
seek.
I don't know. It just feels weird because I'm trying not to get emotional because sometimes it's a lot. So maybe it's like, I haven't called, I don't know, maybe I have called him out of his name maybe a few times, but I don't know. I guess it's upsetting that, like, I'm not allowed to be upset, but everyone else can say all these things. And I don't know. I'm sorry. Ugh.
No, don't be sorry. We don't
And
have to
that's the
press.
other criticism I hear too, is like, oh my God, she's so depressing. I'm like, I hope you never have to feel what I feel. Anyways, let's continue. I'm so sorry.
No, don't. You're fine. You're totally fine. We can talk more about that, honestly. But my next question then. So
No.
those were the things that you wanted to, you were concerned about with the video. Is there anything else that you think I may have gotten wrong within the video?
As far as it concerns me, um, oh, I don't, this is super little. There were people saying Disney World, and it's actually Disneyland. I know it's so stupid, but
Oh yeah, I
we live in California. We're not going to fly to Florida. It's just Disneyland. Sorry. And
no,
it's not
you're
chocolates,
fine.
it was cookies.
Ah,
And I know you
those two
said it
things.
later in, you said chocolates like once and then it was like cookies the other time. So, but I appreciate all the support and I understand. No, I'm not expecting people to want to buy cookies, you know. Um, I don't ever want to take money from anyone. Like, I don't want it to be like, I don't want any money for any interviews or like, I don't want to stream and people pay me. I don't want none of that. That's not my thing. But this was my daughter's in Girl Scouts, and this is like she sells cookies and they get rewards for the troop. And I understand it's not like it wasn't benefiting like a major group of kids, you know, it's mainly just for troop. And so it kind of was like on a small scale, but I do appreciate it and I understand nobody has to support my child because of who she is. And I don't want people to think that I think that. And I understand where Tails was coming from as far as him speaking how he did. Um, I understand. I think he's just being supportive. And maybe, I don't know if people took it wrong. I don't know outside of that context of what you put in the video. I don't know what else there was out there, but I kind of understand where Tails is coming from because he wanted to support and he wanted to um, just put it out there. I don't know, you know, I felt more positivity from him, and nobody's ever tried to like be weird with me at all. And also the simping thing, Tails has never simped on a DM or anything. Like he's very respectful, straight to the point. I don't know what happens outside of any streams. If I'm in the stream and I'm just watching, I don't know. But towards me, he's never been disrespectful. And I'm going to say that for 90, actually, everyone. Anyone in my messages have absolutely been respectful. So I know that was spoken relating to me and him. But yeah.
No, it was, and I mean, I did bring up with the whole Tails thing, and he is a major part of the video. I guess the only thing I want to say about that is I don't disagree with you on the one part that maybe he was doing it out of respect. I just think he should be able to handle criticism. That's all. That's, but well, it's not truly about Tails. So let me just move on.
Okay.
I did watch the Bolt interview, and before I get into my question about it, would you prefer me to call you? Was it Rosalie?
Rosalie, yeah. That's
Rosalie?
my full name. But you can call me Rose.
Are you sure? Because I know you only wanted certain
Yeah.
people.
Just people I don't like. Like if I have a very, very deep loathing of a person, if I loathe the person, I probably don't want them calling me Rose. And that was mainly more so for just Dale. I didn't want him to call me Rose, even though he did, but whatever. You could call me Rose. 90% of people can call me Rose.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Of
Now,
course.
You made this statement in that interview, we will not be denied again, which is a bold statement. Does this statement lean
Hmm.
into what your current goals are when it comes to Dale and trolling?
Um, kind of. Um, I think it's more so. I know I'm never, ever, ever going to be able to get him to just flat out say, "I apologize to Rosalie or Rose, whatever, and my daughter." I don't think that's ever going to happen. Whether I could try to have that happen, who's to say? But I don't know. I think it's more so just, it really just all floats around like the disrespect towards daughters. And I don't care if he denies me. I'm over it. I don't care. But I think maybe one of my biggest goals now is to get him to stop talking about children in a disrespectful way. Like, I understand there's some things that when you're speaking, when people are bringing videos to react to, I understand, kids are going to be there. But, like, he makes up words or acronyms to be disrespectful. And I find that extremely disrespectful. And there's no need for it. Like, the reason why he does it is because he wants to draw blood and he knows that it pisses me off. And he wants to, cut me as, he wants to make me bleed as much as he can. I know this for a fact.
Mhm.
So, if my end goal, or just my goal right now is just, I'm hoping to get him to stop being disrespectful to female daughters or talking about daughters. Let's say that. Sorry, female daughters.
You're fine, and I hope you succeed in that goal.
Um, maybe not, because if he got a Twitch ban, I don't know all the logistics of his personal viewership. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand a lot of that stuff. But if he says he has the fans that he has, if he does get banned, he will move to a different platform, and a lot of those people will move with him, and he'll continue to keep saying everything he's saying now, unless the platform is way more strict on like hate speech. But I think it would have to come down to, I don't want to say it, but yeah, who knows? Who knows what would happen? I hope. I'm sorry, I'm losing track of what you just asked me.
No, no, no. It was about whether if we get his Twitch banned, would it affect him still spreading his spewful, hateful message?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he'll find a way.
No,
He'll
he
still
will.
say the same stuff he's saying.
He will. He will. The war between you guys, you and him, it's more personal. It's definitely a different war. Yours is more out in the open because you have to use us through it in order to get to him. But his is hidden because he hides in the covenant and he just lies about everything. So I think that's why you're getting more of the heat versus what he's actually done.
But also, because I feel like I'm not just gonna go on stream and just like expose myself and my child self. Like, that's part of like what's kind of protecting him a little bit, is because I need to protect us by not like just showing our faces all the time. So so since I'm not doing that, there's so much room for like, what's the word, to like discredit us, or to be like, oh, this isn't real,
Hmm.
or whatever. So
Okay. I
I
mean,
don't know.
I will say, because that reminded me, I did remember seeing some shorts that included your daughter. Granted, it was the back of her head, but I think
Mhm.
posts like that may also have people believe, maybe you're not doing everything that you can in order to protect her.
Okay. So people think that that is being reckless
I want to say
by showing the back of her head.
to a degree, but that was from the question way before. But let me ask a more calm one. Are you aware of Mo342, the biggest troll who made 100K on Dale's head?
Yes, I never was in his streams, but yes, of course I heard of him. I
Yeah,
am aware
yeah, no, one of the
of just
best.
to the extent I don't know if there's like a whole lot of issues there, but I do know that he made a huge amount of money off of streaming. So it's like the majority of the extent of what I know about him.
Oh, good, 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 good. No, I was just curious about that. But let me see real quick. People are saying the Wi-Fi is bad. Is my is my Wi-Fi bad via the voice? No, I was asking you that, Rose. Are you able to hear me
Oh,
clearly?
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. No, they're saying I'm lagging.
Uh-oh.
I'll have to figure it out. If anything, I'll just post the full video. It's fine. So I had this other question. Let me see. Okay. So the reason I put you and Tails together in the doc, it was due to the number of videos that you guys have been in together. Did you do those streams with Tails as a way to antagonize Dale?
Uh, no. um, no. I just wanted to, talk a little bit, and I should say talk shit. Um, a lot of it was me. He's never. Most of the time, he was never like, "Oh, come into my stream." There may have been one time where he's like, "Oh, I think it was in the beginning, like because like there was something." But other than that, it's usually me going in to streams and like talking and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
But no, it wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I really kind of don't think Dale does that much as far as like hanging out in people's streams or like watching that much. I know he does watch some troll content, but as far as like, there has been a moment in time where Tails did get brought up on Dale's stream because he was restreaming him and that whole thing. I don't know. There's a whole thing, but I think a lot of it is his like mods that are out there infiltrating your guys' discords, and I can almost guarantee, but I can't because I can't. There's probably one or two people in everyone's Discord that is like a Dale spy. So
Oh, that's good to know.
um, yeah, so that's, and I say this because there was a comment on a little bit to some people about something. Um, so the fact that he is stating that the plan, and he since I'm going to say they, I don't know if it's female or male, but they since deleted that comment. But I posted it on my channel, so it's there for everyone to see. But it just shows me that I know it's hard sometimes when you know something and it's kind of juicy and you kind of want to talk about it, and that's fine. I get that 100%. But if it's going into detail. I don't know how much detail they know, and I don't know all the details that are being said about this so-called plan. um, that makes me think that there's a lot more eyes in your guys' discords than you think there are, and there's a lot more eyes on your guys' content. And this is only from like not his eyes that are looking, but he's being, funneled this information. So I totally digress there, I think. And I even forgot what you asked, the question you just asked me. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You did answer in the beginning, so it's all good. But
okay, good.
Spies all around us. Okay. I mean, it's the Covenant. It's what they literally do, so I get it.
Yeah.
Now let me ask: Did you watch any of Tails' part of the video?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on that part?
I think I kind of make a general statement. I think this community can give you a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and if you truly have a lot of anger towards something, it's hard sometimes to reserve yourself when you're communicating to the community. And it's hard to try to filter yourself in a way that you can communicate what you're trying to say without raging. And I will say this one thing is I'm hoping that the community can make sure that when they're looking at what they're giving out and what Dale's giving out, that there's no comparison. Like, I hope that for each full channel, just because it's like I see that people are trolling him to show like how silly he looks, right? But you also don't want to look silly yourself when you're giving out this content. So, and I could take this critique too. So I'm not immune to what I'm saying right now, but it's hard. As far as like the whole Elena interview thing, that there is that I don't want to get too into that because that's not my issue. I hope you guys can hash this out, you and Tails. But if there is substance, and I was talking about this on my stream on Friday, that I thought I really wish there was a way that we can take like any kind of like arguments or issues or anything and bring it to Discord, and I'm realizing that will never work. So I'm gonna just scratch that off. But if there is legitimate accusations against someone, then you know what? Bring it to light. If there's nothing there, then then there's nothing there. If there is something there, then, as a community, you want to hold people accountable to serious allegations, whether he's being accused of scamming. So these things probably need to be put in a spotlight, but it just sucks because, obviously the Dales camp is looking at it like, oh, ha 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 ha. I guess that was just my thought of like, try to move it somewhere else so they can't see it. But then I realized that this is not going to work because it is a good idea to keep people accountable and make sure that people are aware of actions that they're doing. And if there's nothing there, then we will move past it, and how much forgiveness do we have in this community when it comes to kids? I'm going to hope that 99% of this community I'm going to say 90, let me say 90% of this community will not budge when it comes to children. Like, you can't cross that bound or else you are exiled.
That's right.
When it comes to murder, rape, those things, you can't cross the line. You will be excommunicated. There's, those top, when it comes to kids, it comes to rape, it comes to murder and stuff like that. Those are things in society in general that we just don't accept. So in the community, I hope that we can hold those values. And I lost my train of thought, but
Well, I would say that we
um,
do. I mean, at least with like
mhm.
the big stuff like that. But when it comes to certain
Yeah, yeah,
things
yeah.
like circulating a girl's photo that we don't really know about, or
Okay.
posting people's private information, phone numbers, there's the limits are kind of endless there. I did
Yeah.
want to ask you though. I know we talked about it a little bit. You can tell as much as you want. Are you able to speak about the Antonia situation or give your thoughts about it?
Well, what specifically are people wanting to know? Let's start there.
The main thing that everyone wants to know is the confirmation on her age.
I have no idea. I did not ask her what her age was. She didn't tell me what her age was. The only thing that I said was she looks young. And um, that is not against the law to say that someone looks young. I never said she was in high school. I never said she was underage. Those words never came out of my mouth. But I don't know her age.
Okay, okay. Yeah, no, because the last live stream I had when I was with Tails, like just talking in his chat,
Uh-huh.
he was assuming that because of all the things that he said before, she most likely is young. And while I do understand wanting to protect her, wanting to make sure that nothing bad happens, right? I feel like the actions that are being taken are reaching the state of illegal. And I think once we cross territory we can't get back from, this whole troll thing is we're just gonna lose. It's gonna end. And that's my concern. That's my worry about the community. And that's kind of why I'm trying to put everyone accountable, including myself. Like, I think I could have handled talking to Tails a lot better. Fortunately, it fell out the way it did because we did have a connection. But I also feel like if I didn't do what I did, nothing good would be done. Or at least I feel like my video wouldn't have the impact it did. That's how I see it, at
Okay.
least.
Yeah. Um, okay. Now, as far as like, what do you feel could have been done different? Like, what are the main concerns about this whole this female situation?
Well, I guess the biggest concern is that I know he's not the one that took the picture. I know it's some kid from Reddit or whatever. But to post the picture, circulate the photo, and especially when it was in a private establishment, which is already illegal, 100%. Just to do all of that and not care about the consequences, I think that's my biggest concern. Especially after I research all the things that Tales of Dale has said on stream, how he's disavowed the community many times. The switch up to me feels a little weird, and I guess that's what I really wanted to point
Unauthentic.
out.
I
Yeah,
hate using the word authentic because Gail uses it all the time. It's annoying, but I will use it anyways.
no, it's a good word.
Um,
It's fair. That's how I felt. That's how I felt to me.
okay, yeah. So, how about as a community, like, you know, we can agree to, okay, so in the future, if something like this were to happen, say has another girl. So, are we in senses of, are we all on the same page as far as if we see this female, we don't circulate her picture. Or if you circulate the picture, are you going to blur her face out? Or, you know what I mean? Like, if everyone can get on the same page as far as like, well, where do we draw the limits? Because I was doxxed and my face was put out there.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's school picture was put out there.
Wait, that as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, see
I saw it.
that's what I'm saying. That's I would hope that we would not circulate photos like that because these are innocent people. End of the day, your daughter, 100% innocent. Antonia, innocent. I just feel like doing all this just to what hurt Dale. I don't think that's worth it. I think that goes against what we're trying to do.
But here's another look at it too. I'm gonna guarantee a majority of people are very curious and want to know what this female looks like, right? Am I wrong? Like,
Yeah, no, for all the reasons, unfortunately. Yeah.
oh shoot, got turned off. Um, so that curiosity moves people to to I can't think of the word. It moves people to want to find things. But like, how do we quench that curiosity without like being invasive? You know what I mean? I don't know, and I don't know why I'm saying this and where where it's leading to.
No, I did. We just got into a discussion about it, honestly. 'Cause there's not really
It's
a
just
solution.
So what you're thinking is we need to as a community make sure that we have more privacy for.
With it. Like, let's say with the documents that were leaked about for your case, everything could have been annexed except, Dale's information, maybe, the fact that it says child support, all that stuff could have been kept there, but your information didn't have to be there at all. The purpose was just to hurt Dale and say that he had a kid. Everything else was unnecessary. If we can censor shit like that, from the moment we get the information, then we should be good. But there's a lot of I don't want to call them bad actors, but there's a lot of reckless people that say and do a lot of things recklessly. And that's my concern. And unfortunately, I put
Yeah.
Tails in that category of reckless.
Okay. Well, is there a critique that could be made to help navigate creators to um, not becoming reckless? I don't know. Like,
Um,
like a set of rules. Like, are you guys gonna like have a set of rules to like live by in the community? I don't know, but like, it's
it's
hard because there are so many different people,
yeah, yeah. No,
and
there's a lot.
you can't just tell someone to do something. It's just good luck.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if as a community we can all agree, hey, we need to make sure that we're not circulating pictures, or we need to make sure we're not circulating documents unless that person said it was okay to circulate. Unless you get permission from that person to post it, then it's okay. But if you haven't asked the person for their permission to circulate a picture or a document, then as a community, we would say, hey, you're being reckless and we need to do better. Because, well, and at that point, though, if the stuff is out there, it's already out there. So, you can't put the water, you can't, it's a stupid spilled milk, whatever. But you guys know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I understand. Truly understand. I think that'd be good if we can. We just have to put it in a Discord where everyone is. Now, I'm not saying to take over the symphony of Sims. That one's gonna be tough, but I'll do
But
my
like
best to
everyone
do that.
has, yeah, everyone has their own idea of how far they want to push it. You know what I mean? So, and that's another thing. We can't make people not do something, but as a community, we could say, hey, if you guys do this, then, I think the majority of the community is not going to like it and you're going to have some backlash. So you have some type of
Like,
holding people accountable to making sure that they're just not, throwing out everyone's social security. Even though, listen, even though Dale, we're not even going to put him into the equation of, oh, well, he does this, so we can do this. Um, that shouldn't even matter. It should be like, well, if you guys want to be a troll community that has some form of ethics, and morals and stuff like that, then the things that you guys can collectively kind of agree on. And it's not going to be like, this is the iron, this is, you can't do anything other than this, but I don't know if I'm making any sense, but.
no, you are. But I think what we would need then is a leader. Because if
And it's not
Imo
me.
if Imo did, or if Imo had the same thoughts and actually wanted to unite the trolls instead of just making money on Dale's head, I think he definitely could have. I 100% think he did. So I think there needs to be someone in that position that Imo was, so they can, be that filter, speak that influence.
I don't think it needs to be one person. I think it needs to be a collection of content creators, a collection, not just one person, because you're going to have the you're having different support groups from different creators, right?
Right.
So the more and I feel like it won't. How do I explain this? It will kind of bring some balance to power. Because if you give just one person, hey, you're going to be the voice for all the trolls, that can always go south really easily. Um, so I feel like multiple heads will have checks and balances better than just one person.
I agree, actually.
I don't know, it's my 2 cents.
No, I think that'd be a lot better. A round table of sorts.
Sure, yeah.
We will definitely have to talk about that. But let me ask you my last question. I know there's been, well, actually, I think we already talked about it. I know there's been fighting amongst the trolls that has been stirred and brought up because of me. Do you have a message for the trolls? I guess you have like another
Oh,
message
I
for the
think
trolls?
another message. I feel like I've said quite a bit
Yeah, we kind
in a general sense to everyone. No,
No?
nothing that I can think of off the top of my head,
Okay. Understood.
other than what I already said.
No, of course, of course. Well, those were all my questions. So thank you for this conversation.
Of course, yes.
Now I have one community question, but I'm sure a lot of people in the chat, like yes it is. Sorry guys. They do have questions as well. Do you mind if I ask you a few?
Okay, sure.
Okay. So the first one. Did you notice Dale's racism slash self hatred when you were together?
Racism?
Mhm.
No. No. Self hatred? No. No. There might have been a few moments where I was just like, oh, this is different. As far as just how he was. Um, but he was never saying like absurd, like racist things to me.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's very good. And let me ask everybody. Any other questions that we have? I only got the one question actually. That's all I got from the chat so far. But I think it's lagging, so that's honestly my bad. But honestly, I don't want to keep you anymore because I know you're busy. I know you told me you're busy. If there's any more questions from them, I'll tell you. But we'll definitely talk later.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you again for everything, Rose. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you. Please be safe.
I will. Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Oh God. I'm not happy about the lag. I'm not happy about the lag. I didn't even know there was lag. Fuck. Sorry. Sorry. But we did the interview. We did it. Hey, I think it's because I'm streaming to like multiple shits. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Rumble. I'm on Kick. I'm on Trovo. Maybe I should have not put Trovo, but I apologize. I'm going to post this whole thing right now to my channel, and you guys will see the whole video, no lag. I'm sorry once again, but I appreciate you guys for coming here. Yeah, this was the Sun Tsunami interview with Rose. Didn't think I was going to have a baby mama interview, but I did it. So now I will see you guys later. I'm just gonna do some other shit.